and welcome to another episode of the Perth to Paisley Podcast, a podcast dedicated to Heart of Midlothian Football Club, who will spend Christmas Day on top of the Scottish Premiership tree. The Jambos are this year's Christmas #1 for the first time since 1991, when Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody was top of the charts. These are the days of our lives indeed. And joining me, Adam Kennedy, to discuss Hearts' first victory at Tynecastle against Rangers in over 5 years is Daniel McIver. Mr. McIver, what a wonderful wintry weekend.
It's a wonderful Christmas time, everybody. If you're watching this, you can see I'm very much in the festive spirit. Adam looks like he's going on a hike up a mountain in the cold, but we've both fit it because basically this is officially now the time we're losing the run of ourselves because we just don't know what. If you're watching on YouTube, you can tell by looking at me I've lost the run of myself. But we have been doing this podcast regularly since October 2020. We haven't beaten Rangers at Tynecastle in the entirety of this podcast. 5 and a bit years. And just...
That's wild.
The manner of ease in which we did it is baffling, while simultaneously going off of this season, expected in a weird way. I can't believe it. How are you?
I can't really sum it up any better than that. Yeah, it's good. Life's really good. Following Hearts is fun. Is this like I'm trying to basically kind of calm my expectations, but I can't help but thinking if this is the floor under Tony Bloom and Jamestown Analytics, then this is going to be
I don't
brilliant.
think this is the floor in bed, but I think this is around like the middle point, which is insane. The floor is probably second at this stage.
Oh yeah, finish runners up. That'd be shite. Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. I mean,
But there are some people who will genuinely this season be disappointed if we finish second.
Having watched us struggle to a 7th place finish last season.
We currently have more points now than we did after 33 games last season.
And it's not even Christmas. It's crazy. This is crazy.
Wow.
It's mad. It shows how bad we were last year, but more importantly, Daniel McIver, it shows how sensational we have been so far this season. And before we get chatting about the Jambos' latest weekend win, we're going to go around the grounds, as we tend to do. You are, of course, the keen onlooker as to other ongoings within the Scottish Premiership. It was honours even at Tannadice between Dundee United and Hibernian, with Hibs unable to take advantage of the hosts' kind of double game week. After United had actually done us a big favour by beating Celtic at Tannadice in their midweek match. Before the two played out a 1-1 draw. More misery for Kilmarnock as the newly promoted Bairns have beaten Kelly both home and away in the Scottish Premiership this season. Brian Graham's sole goal proving the difference for Falkirk at Rugby Park. 1-0 was also the scoreline at Fir Park, with the Well leaving it late to defeat Dundee. Callum Slattery's 82nd minute strike proving enough for Motherwell to keep their strong recent run going. And St Mirren had never won their first competitive game immediately after winning a major trophy before, until they faced Livingston in Paisley, with Mikael Mandron's winner proving decisive against Livy. And those were, of course, the 4 on Saturday. We were the Sunday. And annoyingly, just after us, 10-man Aberdeen were minutes away from claiming a Christmas miracle point at Parkhead. I was listening to it on the radio, driving back from the train station, rushed in to catch the end of it. But as I wandered into my living room, Celtic scored their second goal before adding another late dagger to the Dons, with Wilfried Nancy picking up his first win as Celtic boss in a 3-1 victory. What did you make of the other 5 fixtures, McIver? Any shocks within that quintet?
No, really. Annoyingly, this was just kind of a weekend where everybody beat who you expect them to beat. And then the one game that I kind of thought might be a draw was a draw. Hibs and Dundee United, I think they're both hard to kind of work out just now. Like Hibs have won 1 in 5, but It feels like in all of those games they should have done better, and then Dundee United off the back of a massive result against Celtic.
I wonder
Probably,
if did they pull that out of the
I
back as
don't know.
well. And then
Insane.
there's other kind of surrounding results where you just think like, why have United not turned up here?
Yeah, it's wild. And in fairness, though, I think if you say to Dundee United you'll take 4 points for Celtic and Hibs, they'd be like, well,
Yeah,
that's an incredible haul over there. I know they were at home in both those games, but still. Um, we'll speak more about Hibs later. Killy are just, I mean, good
in free
God.
fall, aren't they? Yeah.
Are they worse now than the season they got relegated? Do you think?
Ooh. Um, I need to
Did they
look at the
ever go? Did
squads.
they go like 11 games without winning in that season?
I think it was 10 was as many as they
Right.
won.
Okay.
So I think
Um,
they've either equaled that or are one away from equaling that. So it is a fair question. In terms of
I think
squad,
that was
like,
their
I don't know.
11th game without a win.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I
Oh, they've
think so.
surpassed it then. There you
Yeah.
go. So, well, they like, yeah, let's just use that as a case study and say that this Kilmarnock team is somehow even worse. But
Yeah.
it's
11 games without a win. We started it. They're 3
it's
nil loss
amazing
against
that
us.
kind of they're not like they're not they're not right next to Livy like they are in terms of points, but you feel as though like Livy could very easily be cut adrift because they just don't see where I don't see where their next win's going to come from at all.
Tynecastle Park on the 3rd of January in the most us thing after we've won the Derby. Um,
That will be the ultimate haram ball.
yeah,
11 men
exactly.
behind the
Yeah.
ball once they've nicked one from a set piece or something.
Speaking about them, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
obviously the
yeah.
main talking point was the St Mirren disallowed goal. Where, by the way, I saw the replay after I saw the discourse, but I didn't see what it was disallowed for. So I was watching the replay going, right, okay, what's it disallowed for? And I watched it 3 times before I realized why they disallowed it. It's baffling.
Is it then Lundaloo kind of
It's like an
elbow?
elbow kind of thing, but it's
Yeah.
not really an elbow. He kind of just puts his arm
No,
up.
it's yeah. That I mean
Insane.
that's the type of thing that if it's against you, you're fuming, but if it's
Yeah.
for you, you just go, oh, Jesus, got away with one there.
Yeah. But then it didn't even benefit Livingston
No,
because St Mirren still won. And then the Motherwell freight train just keeps on rolling.
what a football team! What an
Unbelievable.
incredible
10
team!
unbeaten, 6 clean sheets on the bounce. Like, absolutely wild. What is the point of Aberdeen Football Club as an institution? They provide no happiness, no joy to anybody.
Well, I mean they kind of did in May to a tiny extent,
Yeah, but I now
but
don't think that was worth it.
even then that was short lived.
Yeah. Just fucking hell. You're that shite and then you somehow manage to get in and it's like you just need to defend for a minute.
I tell you what, they are. I know how kind of on this podcast previously we've said that our fall off has kind of coincided with like Lauren Shanklin's fall off.
Yeah.
Theirs and Timitar Mitov's. My goodness gracious me, what has
What's happened
happened
to
to him?
him?
You tell me. I just feel like they've got some kind of weird like goalie curse up there. Like whenever they sign a goalkeeper, they seem to start off really well and then just turn to complete jobbies. I've no
Meatov made
idea
a
what it
deal with the
is.
devil. It's like you will win the Scottish Cup by saving penalties and then you will become shit. To be
Genuinely,
fair, I
like
think most Aberdeen fans would have accepted that.
they're holding the pen for him. But
Yeah.
it's such a strange predicament because
Yeah.
last season he was excellent and this season he's been honking.
Yeah. But that would have put the just extra wee star in the top of the Christmas tree of the weekend. But it was overall a pretty good weekend for us.
That it was because we could talk about the other 5 matches, but we just the Gorgie juggernaut just keeps rolling on. And if we continue to focus winning our games, then anything is possible. Hearts boss Derek McInnes named 2 enforced changes, both of which were in the Jambos back four after last weekend's win at Falkirk. Stephen Kingsley wrapped up the points in Grangemouth and took the suspended Harry Milne's place at left back. Stuart Finlay was joined by Frankie Kent as opposed to Craig Halkett in the heart of defence, which meant that Hearts lined up as follows. Alexander Swallow in goal. Back four of Stephen Kingsley, Stuart Finlay, Frankie Kent, and Michael Steinvender remaining at right back. Cammy Devlin, Oisin McEntee, and Thomas Magnuson continuing in midfield. with Alexandros Kizaridis and Claudio Braga supporting Lawrence Shankland in attack. On the bench for the Jam Tarts was Craig Gordon, Jamie McCart, Berry Beningame, hallelujah, Elton Kabangu, Christian Borchgrevink, Blair Spittle, Alan Forrest, James Wilson, and Saba Kerjota. Last episode, we had said that we'd hoped for minimal changes heading into this one, McIver. Your mate was, of course, a late swap, but happy besides that.
Yeah, but that my mate being in meant I wasn't happy because I just was like, all right, okay, we're going. I said to you, I went, he will cost us a goal, and he fucking did. In a weird way, I'm glad because it means I was proved right, but we won. It's like the best situation possible, unless we lose the league by one goal difference, and then I will hunt that man down.
We'll come on to that, but I actually thought for the most part he had a decent enough game.
He was fine. He continues his trend of being inexplicably shit at heading a ball. But
yeah, but
yes, defensively he was solid.
But I'm saying this because like Rangers were really toothless up front, weren't they? Like,
yeah, the one time he was actually pressured, he fucked it and we conceded.
Yeah. And when he's probably under the least pressure.
Yeah. I'm not going to go too hard in on him this week.
It's Christmas, mate.
Like, yeah.
Look at us. We're riding high, top of the league.
We
Christmas
are, exactly.
number 1, baby.
But I'm focusing on other people in the riding high aspect. But yes, overall, I was very happy that the team stayed the way it was because that was the exact worry I had, that we were going to adapt to what Rangers were going to do. And it's like, no, just play our game. Ironically, Rangers then turned up in a way that we didn't expect them to, and we had to change our system a wee bit. But it wasn't an adaptation that meant we were trying to match them. It was changing to make sure that we were going to punish them.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, you're just a charitable guy. You're looking out for everybody this Christmas.
Yeah,
so that's great.
Love you, Frankie.
You mentioned kind of the start. I think
it's the opposite of what you want.
I know, but we go down this rabbit hole every week. I was trying to say that basically this was kind of it was an intriguing one, and Rangers certainly had the better of the opening proceedings.
Yeah.
They have the first kind of real opportunity of the game and do put the ball in the back of the net on 9 minutes with James Tavernier's corner being headed home by Emmanuel Fernandez. The centre-back scored the winner against the green half of Edinburgh last Monday night and looked to have hurt another capital club here, but thankfully Bojan Miovski looks to nick the centre-back's goal and was stood in an offside position before firing home from close range. This looks very close. I'm still not entirely 100% convinced. I'm going to be honest, because I just look at Stuart Findlay's toe or toes, possibly keeping him on side. I mean, I'm delighted that it's gone Forrest, don't get me wrong, but there is a part of me that if I was a Rangers fan would be incensed and then would think back to the reverse fixture at Ibrox with the Lawrence Shankland handball. But to be honest, with that many decisions go against us, I could not give a shit. There's my cards on the table for you, Daniel McIver.
I think it is close, but I think he is offside. I think his shoulder is just beyond Finley's toe.
Because you can technically score with the shoulder, which would therefore be...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 100%. Because his arm
by the letter of the law.
But your arm, it's irrelevant because you can't do anything with that. Really funny that Fernandez celebrates right in front of Mabit. Like a massive celebration. They're all going ballistic. Pleasing. For fuck all. And he is shit. I said this last week, that him and Giga are the two worst centre-halves in the league. They're worse than any Livingston centre-half. They're worse than any Killie centre-half. They're worse than any St Mirren centre-half. Oh, and Dundee. Chuck in Dundee. Sorry, St Mirren. I just thought you...
£3.5 million for Fernandez.
Unbelievable. Utter mince.
Nasser Giga being signed for 10 million by Wolves is also just blasphemy.
Baffling.
Did you see the clip, by the way, of Fernandez's celebration? And there's this one guy that stood in the stand, and he basically just mouths "fuck off" and
Yeah,
wankers.
he doesn't really react. He just says it quietly. Yeah, it's
It's
great.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
Because
great.
I watched it like on Hearts TV, and the club are just intent on capturing this one
Yeah,
fan, which I'm like, yeah, fair fucks to you. And then
it's
I
so
watched it on
good.
Sports Scene, and they just pan over to Danny Roll because
Yeah,
you can very clearly lip read what the guy's saying.
it's amazing.
Um,
I was angry though at us because literally as it was happening, my brother turned to me and went, "Are they good for set pieces?" And I was like,
I think they've
"I think
scored the
they
third
are."
most, have they?
I said fourth, so you might be right. I just kind of was like off the top of my head, I
I
couldn't remember.
think it's us, Dundee United, Rangers, if my memory
Right.
serves me.
Um,
I thought I saw that
interestingly,
graphic before. Sorry, again to cut you off,
that's
but
fine.
I think it was kind of the United Celtic game at Tannadice. I'm pretty sure that graphic popped up on Sky. I'm not 100%, but
Right.
I think
Um,
so.
interestingly, my dad was in hospitality for this game. Um,
Very nice.
so he was like right behind it,
Right.
and he was like, as soon as it went in, he kind of looked over at the linesman and went, "That might be off." But he said the same thing that I'm going to say, where it's like, it's so poor from us to get to that point. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's two
It's
contacts that we
basic
don't
shit.
make. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're let off, and it is like McInnes said after the game, he didn't expect them to line up in like a 5-3-2. And I don't think anybody really did. I don't think anybody was expecting Mikey Moore to be playing alongside Majowski up front.
No,
Um,
I thought it'd be he and Gassama supporting Miovski, if
yeah.
I'm honest.
And then Gasama was on the bench.
Yeah.
Um,
And of course, Miovski was fit after Rowe said that he might
yeah.
not be. Cheers, Danny. Thanks, mate.
After that point, and maybe a wee bit ahead, like 15 minutes, I kind of felt, as McKinnon said, we adapted and changed the system a wee bit. And it meant that we just started to look more comfortable and started to get our foot on the ball.
Yeah, I think from that corner, is it the Wheatfield stand linesman that kind of notices that Miovski's off?
Yeah.
Because the one on the main stand side, oh my goodness gracious me,
Unbelievable.
so bad throughout the entire 90
Yeah.
minutes.
Nick
Like,
Walsh was hopeless.
I
Like,
was going to say, he didn't cover himself in glory, but you know that I think he's the worst referee in the
I
entire
agree. I
country.
fully agree.
But the linesman on our side, I've no idea the clown's name, but
Nah.
horrific. Um, you mentioned Hearts kind of getting a foot on the ball, trying to creep their way back into the game. We do have a pop-up goal on 16 minutes. A nice spin, actually, from Mohamed Diamande. But Frankie Kent intercepts a loose ball, zips a great pass out to Alexandros Kizaridis on the right flank. Our Greek god steps inside Nico Raskin, gets it onto his left peg, and looks to curl beyond Jack Butland into the bottom corner, but sends his effort just past the post. I had said that Kizaridis had been off the boil for a wee while, probably since the Celtic game at
Yeah.
Tynecastle. Thought he looked back to his best at the weekend.
He was really good.
Absolutely gutted for him that he couldn't score on this occasion, but that was a lot more like it, even though he was raging with
He was
himself, which I
absolutely
love.
livid. Yeah. Is that the best shot he's ever taken with his left foot?
Um,
Because
I
he
mean,
usually doesn't
I would
have
think
one.
so because ultimately he cuts in from the left onto his right, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah. He
More
normally, he's
often than
very,
not. So
he has there's a chance we have in the second half that because he's so one-footed, we don't do anything from it. Where he could just run onto it with his left, but he stops and tries to get it onto his right. So fair play to him for just actually opening his body up and shooting with his left. It's very close, and yeah, I liked how angry he was at himself because it speaks to. We are obviously a lot of people have been saying that he's been off it, but no one will know that more than himself. So it's
yeah,
like the perfect opportunity for him to get back into it.
and equally, I mean, he's gone through a big milestone in his life. I can allow for that. He's only
Yeah.
human at the end of the day. So
Thankfully,
no,
he put in a great ball with his right later on.
that he did. Speaking of a ball being put into the box, there's one on 19 minutes that I think your dad would have caught up in hospitality as
Yeah.
Nico Raskin heads a James Tavernier free kick over the
I
bar.
couldn't believe. So I missed this in real time, right? Because I was
How,
speaking to somebody.
are you going to say how much space he's got, or kind of how
No,
well he does to win the header, or what?
I couldn't believe he was playing until until like the 70th minute.
He's a
But I
myth, isn't
went,
he? He's a myth.
Raskin's been playing this whole time. And I don't mean that in that, like, haha, we won, so I'm going to take the piss out Rangers players. I don't mean that. I genuinely
No, I
couldn't
know what you mean.
believe he was playing. He did not, and as I say, I would have if I'd seen this, but I was speaking to someone, so I missed this chance. But
That was a wee bit like Mikey Moore for me. Like he only kind of had
yeah,
really one effort at goal
yeah, built
for
up that
first
he's
half,
apparently done really well.
and
Do
that.
you know who I thought was their best player?
Who are you gonna say? We'll say somebody like Dujon Sterling or something. Somebody weird.
No, but you're in the right kind of ballpark. I thought Aaron's was all right for them. His final,
Jesus,
his
that must be
final,
his first all right game because
yeah,
going
his
by
final
social media.
delivery and kind of forward play, I didn't think was very good. But especially in the first half, I thought he was all right defensively.
That was not a bad guess from me there. But yeah, I kind of said it like nothing going forward
No,
at all really. Even Miovski, obviously, is that just a case of rushing him back from injury? Do you think as to why he was so
maybe I don't, but like,
ineffective?
because like he did what Majowski does. He won everything in the air. He was winning knockdowns constantly, but you can't. It's in a position like we were last season where it's like you want Shankland winning the knockdown to himself. It's like you kind of want
Yeah,
Majowski to be
because
winning
you've
the
got nobody
knockdown.
else to go beyond or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
exactly.
I spoke about Mikey Murray's chance comes on 22 minutes, skips past Tam Magnuson before sending a deflected effort goalwards, produces a good stop actually from
It's
Swallow,
a
who
really good save.
because he palms it clear and kind of diverts it
Yeah.
from danger before Jaden Magoma drives the ball back into the box, which Hearts divert for a corner kick. Yeah, really decent enough strike, but it's
Yeah.
a great stop from Swallow, who has again kind of proved his worth, hasn't he? Here,
Yeah. You so rarely see keepers be able to do that. They often palm it, but it's just kind of right back into a danger area. He gets
yeah.
behind it and pushes it away. And also, this I can't really think of another time I want to mention them, but you mentioned Magoma. Steinvender just pocketed him completely.
How good was Mikey Steinveder?
He's
And how weird is it that he is supposed to be a centre half? I
I
think he
know.
looks so much better at right
He
back.
does look
It's
so much
it's
better right back.
baffling. Do you
He was
then
so
think that the
good.
right back conundrum that we've kind of been worrying about for January, do you think that's been kind of temporarily parked because of how good Steinvender's been? Because I still think we need somebody there, but equally, if Steinvender was to see out the rest of the season in that slot, I'm
I'd
not
kind of be
overly
fine with
bothered.
it.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm
Yeah.
biased because I love big Austrian men, right? But I still think he was also just from an objective point of view. I think he's been good.
Yeah, so do I. Particularly the last few, I thought Falkirk he was excellent.
Yeah.
Celtic Park really good. Yeah, I'm more than
I
happy
know that now what's
for
going to
Mad
happen
Mikey to
is
stay out there. What a
he's going
man!
to fucking have a nuke at Easter Road and folk will go, he was never the answer. He's always been shit, as folk did it when he got sent off against Aberdeen. But
100%.
I'm hoping that he continues it at Easter Road and becomes like a Dikamona folk hero
I
out
hope
of
we
it.
I hope we nick it by a sole goal, and it's literally a flick on from a corner, and he smashes it home at the back stick
He was
into the top
instrumental
corner.
to us beating them at Tynecastle. So,
What a guy, hero. You mentioned kind of our setup, our tactics, our kind of way of playing, I guess. Arguably, our best move of the entire game comes before 25 minutes. One of the most pleasing things for me, I think, was how good we looked on the counter attack from
yeah,
Rangers set pieces.
yeah.
Um, and here, Shankland receives on halfway, pokes it back to Magnuson, who sends forward for Braga, then returns it to the skipper. It's lovely one-touch football. The only disappointment is Shankland eventually finds Kizaridis out on the flank once more, and I'm not really too sure what he's looking to do because it's right in front of me. I don't know whether he's trying to cross, I don't know whether he's trying to shoot. It just kind of sends a wicked ball into an area where it's looking to be stabbed home. It's just that nobody's there
He
to connect
does
with it.
well because it is a good ball. Whatever he's trying to do, it's
Yeah,
quite good. Like, I don't care what it is, but it's all right.
It's
And
just
it is.
it's just when you see him shape up to do like
Yeah.
I don't know if he's trying to bend it necessarily or just smash it goalward.
Yeah.
It was a
I'm
really
not
weird
sure.
one.
Not sure, but you're just crying out for somebody sliding in at the back post.
Yeah, definitely. It was I, I'm going to give a shout out here actually because John Smith of Lombardia Hearts, he he calls our front three Shagaridis, and I can't stop thinking about it. And I thought Shagaridis were back to their best. I thought they were
They were
causing
indeed.
chaos. I thought they
That is,
were
if the title wasn't Christmas #1, it
Shagaridis
would be
is next
Shaggy.
up.
If we win at Easter Road, it could be. Oh no, because then we've already got a title for that. If we win at home at Livy, it could be that.
We need them all to score, ideally,
Yeah,
in the same game, and then it can
yeah.
be Shagaritas.
Fuck's sake.
But I thought Shagaritas were great, and ultimately they were just so quick on the break,
They were.
ultimately looking to help one another out. Like
Braga's decision making was fucking awful, though. I love him. I love the man more than life itself.
it wasn't his finest hour, was
What
it?
is he doing? What is he doing in like every move?
Do you know that there was one again? I think that chance that you spoke about with Kizaridis. There's one where he receives on kind of the left hand side, and he's kind of slowly wandering. It's like, can you just like move and go
Is that when he
beyond?
should have passed Steinvender in,
Yeah,
actually, that we're speaking about?
I think
And
it
it's
was.
like,
Yeah. It's like, come on, Braga, fucking get on your bike. And he just, yeah, I don't know what was up with Claudio at the weekend,
but
but
even then, and it speaks to this is a wider conversation that I was going to leave it till the end.
I know exactly what you're going to say, and I think you're about to steal my thunder here, but go on.
It speaks to a wider conversation about the difference between us and the old firm this season. That now our floor is players who can play badly but still contribute goals. And
Yeah.
normally that is just reserved for the old firm, where you go, they're shite. Oh, but then you look at the stats and they go, they got an assist and like a pre-assist and stuff. It's just like Braga did not have a good game, yet he's instrumental to both goals.
And I also think he plays a role in both goals, but equally, I spoke to one of my mates about this who actually was celebrating his birthday on the day of the Rangers game. So happy birthday,
Nice.
Jordan. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, mate. Because we all did, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But he kind of made the point. He said, like, he was of the belief, same as you and me, that his decision making wasn't great. But you're going to keep him on because he's just going to run all
Yeah.
day and he'll contribute in
Yeah.
a defensive sense. Like, you're not surprised that we left it until, I think it was 83 minutes was our first change.
When he was blowing out his arse,
Exactly,
he was
because
fucked.
he'd left absolutely everything on the park. It's
I
like,
literally
yeah,
think
oh,
there was a
that's
moment in like the 65th minute or something like that where he just kind of does that thing where he ran at the centre half, then ran at the other centre half, then ran at our end. And I turned and was like, oh,
I know,
we have nobody else that'll do that. Like,
no.
it's so key.
And it's such a basic thing
Thing.
because ultimately it results to nothing.
Yeah.
But like, I can't stress this enough. Like, if you carry that energy on the park, the energy should replicate from the fans to try
Yeah.
and help you out.
Which it
doing
did.
so.
It did
Yeah.
yesterday as we record.
Um, ultimately, though, we spoke about Rangers' kind of threat at set pieces earlier on, but the best team in the country from these sorts of opportunities
Set piece FC, man. It's fucking insane.
strike once again. And I'm going to be honest, it's a nice time of year to kind of be true and transparent and to get feelings off my chest and let everything be known. I'm going to lay my cards on the table here. I was fucking devastated the minute that I saw us take it short. And then Alexandros Kazaridis plays it out to Claudio Braga. I'm thinking, why? The centre halves are up. Like, we've got some aerial threat. Like, we're so good from corner kicks in particular now. Why have you not? And it's the first one that I think was over that side
Yeah.
for kind of an in-swinger. Why have you not asked the question of these suspect Rangers centre halves? But no, because the two combine. Claudio Braga back heels to our number 89. He sends in a wicked delivery, as you mentioned earlier, McIver, for Stuart Finlay, who heads back across goal into the top corner of the net. An absolute bullet header from Big Ginger Stew. Heart of Midlothian 1, Rangers 0.
Maybe you've just got onto something because I was about to say, why can he only do it against teams in orange? But maybe it's his hair. It's that he only replicates it against his own people. Because yeah, Tannadice and then the orange kit of Rangers, which is a minging kit, man. It's a
Why
horrible
not
kit.
just play in the blue?
I
Like,
know,
what?
I know.
Why?
Pathetic.
Is that just
Anyway.
because? Is it just because like they won't get a awareage of it elsewhere. Is
Yeah,
awareage even a word? But
probably.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
Fuck it, it's Christmas. Say whatever you want.
you don't need. I mean, 4 kits anyway is just a
Yeah.
money making scheme. No need for it.
How nice was our
Cut that
goalie
shit
kit
out.
yesterday, by the way?
Beautiful.
I really
That is
liked it.
that is really nice.
Yeah.
Like Hearts are gonna bleed me dry with
Yeah.
merch this season.
It's ridiculous.
But that is one to consider because
It's
it's
so nice.
gorgeous, lovely color.
And what is also gorgeous is Stuart Finley's header. Just
I think you can say
unbelievable.
Stuart Finley's head.
Stuart
He's
Finley's got a big,
he's-
gorgeous head. Right?
His
Fair
big
play to
ginger
him.
dome.
Yeah.
What a man.
It's an unreal header. It's so good. Also, I don't think we've ever really spoken about this in the time that he's been here. But Finley got interviewed after the game, and then I saw today, I read it on my lunch. He gave like an interview to like the evening news and stuff like that. Finley speaks so well.
Yeah, he does.
He comes across
really well.
incredibly well, very calm and composed. But when he's playing, he's mental. Like he's not calm at all. Not calm in a good way. I mean, like he's just very like look at his celebration. He's jumping in the air and sliding on his arse.
He'd have been a great soldier. Like you would gladly go into war with him. You would, because he's absolutely nuts. He chucks himself at everything. He'd keep you entertained. Yeah, he's who you want.
Not when I thought you were
Big-
going with that.
Big Stu, the ginger soldier. That's what you want.
Incredible.
Because you're right. Like I can remember. I think he was still at Philadelphia, and he went on open goal, and he was brilliant. Like for those that haven't listened to that, go back and find it because it's well worth the listen. But yeah, he always has come across really well in the media, and you could just tell that he's really enjoying this season, which is great because like we've seen so many of these charlatans of the past that just come here because they've got no other option, or come here because they're trying to put themselves in the shop window or whatever. Like he seems generally appreciative to be a Hearts player.
I mean, you can tell he's just like, I will be here next season.
having previously been linked, like you then wonder, has he kind of missed out on his chance?
Yeah.
To sign for Hearts, but then the minute that McInnes gets the job, he must think, "Oh,
Here
I'm
we
off
go."
to Hearts."
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, massive.
So,
and all I'm
massive
thinking at this point is don't fucking concede.
No, I actually wanted to speak more about the header because I was listening to Gary Lineker talk about it on his podcast recently, and he says that was kind of one of the very first lessons that he was taught as a centre forward is to send it back to where it's come from essentially, and across goal. Obviously, in this instance, it's pretty much like right in the corner again, and I swear it was the first corner from that side.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't know why Rangers fans are critical of Jack Butland because I don't think there's any saving that at all.
I can't
find it
believe
crazy.
they're criticising him for this one.
No, because I saw somebody say that he's capable of both goals, or at fault for both goals. He definitely is for the second.
Yeah.
But here, I think that's really harsh.
So harsh.
But thankfully, goal scorer would help turn provider just 4 minutes later. You spoke about not conceding. Instead, bollocks to that. Let's just go up, get a second. Let's go up and get a third. Let's go up and get a fourth. Stuart Findlay takes a free kick virtually on halfway, clips it up towards Oisin McEntee, who flicks on for Claudio Braga, who does exactly the same for Lawrence Shankland. Our number 9 at an impossible angle has no support really, so just decides to drill goalwards and has next to no space to.
It's not even
shoot into.
goalwards, it's across the box.
And Jack Butland just has a howler at his near post and it's somehow squeezed into the far corner. Like, I genuinely couldn't believe what I was watching. I thought I was hallucinating, but before you know it, Hearts are 2-0 up on Rangers heading into half time.
The two important things about this is that one, I like that everybody in the ground thinks it's a nutmeg until you all watch it on the big screen and then everybody laughs. It was so funny.
I didn't because it was literally right in front of me.
But the majority of the stadium must be
then I had
thinking,
to do
well, he's
like
through his legs.
a double take, and then you just see the net ripple, and it's like, oh, that has gone in.
Unbelievable. But he's not getting the credit I think he deserves. Braga's header is ridiculous. Kier, my brother, made the point. He's like hang time in the air all the time is ridiculous. Like he jumps and he just stays there for a wee bit.
NBA superstar.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's such a good header. McCann spoke about it on the Sky commentary when you watch it back about how good this partnership is between Braga and Shankland, because it just seems every game one of them is assisting the other.
So we've dropped the Redis. It's just Shagger.
Yes, exactly. It's Shagger. Let's get Peter Kay to be the spokesperson of it.
So, after the disallowed goal and Hearts scoring two of their own, we somehow head into half time 2-0 up. I I didn't see that coming in the first
No.
kind of 15, 20 minutes. But fair play, because that was great. It was a like you were then really confident, weren't you? There is a
Yeah.
tiny part of you that does think, well, if they get one back, make it interesting. But
Yeah.
but but even then, you're not kind of worried about kind of concession of chances and Rangers having, overriding opportunities. It was kind of weirdly comfortable, even though for a good chunk of that half it was anything but, if that makes sense.
Weirdly comfortable. And I said coming out of the game that this is going to be a really hard game to analyse because I don't think we were that good, but we were very comfortable, and I don't think we really
There,
got
there
out of
wasn't
second
there
gear.
wasn't a lot in it,
Nah.
yet 2-1 flattered Rangers, really.
Yeah, because we could have, from like the 70th minute, from the 45th to the
Oh my
70th minute, we
God.
could have been 4 or 5 up.
I mean, on 58 minutes, Lauren Shankland heads a Rangers corner clear. Connor Barron tries to drive towards goal. He drags his effort well wide of Swallow's right hand post in the end. But less than 2 minutes later, how we do not put this game to bed is beyond me. Kizaridis pouncing on a loose pass. Again, skips past Raskin as though he's not even there. Cuts back for Lauren Shankland, who he's nearly on the penalty spot, and he somehow caresses and slides the ball wide past the post. And I stand at the games, and I literally was just about on all fours at the seat in front of me, going, "How in God's name have you just missed that?"
I sit at the games because I'm old, and I just sat with my like hands over my cheeks just for like 30 seconds. I could.
Soul searching.
It's the worst miss I've ever seen from him. It's absolutely insane. Like I just was like, well, that's a goal.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a good game for him to miss that
Oh,
in.
and believe me, see, as we kept missing chances, I was like, they're getting them out their system. That's fine.
Yeah,
Like, don't worry. We need them all fit and firing next week. So fine, do it now.
too right, too
But
right.
as soon as he missed it, my brain just went, that's the sliding doors moment. It's going to finish 3-2 Rangers.
There is a part of me that then thought, if we don't fucking win this today,
Yep.
we've only got ourselves to blame with
We're
these
never going to
chances.
beat them at Tynecastle ever again.
On 64 minutes, another chance for Shankland. Hearts coming forward yet again after a tidy touch back from Braga for Stephen Kingsley. Shankland's initially dispossessed by Max Aarons. Magnuson picks up, slides in, the skipper again, but his effort kind of deflects into the gloves of Jack Butland. And again, yet another counter on 68 minutes from Connor Barron's corner. We come away through Magnuson. He feeds forward towards Kizaridis, basically inside the Hearts dugout. He drives before slipping it inside to Braga. He slips from one foot to the other, eventually frees Lauren Shankland on the right, and you're thinking, right, okay, you've scored the most ridiculous, you've missed a great chance. Surely this is the
Just
one
put
that
your
you bury.
laces through this one.
He shoots, but Butland diverts wide once again to deny the skipper. But time was ticking on. That was kind of the crumb of comfort that we took. We were passing up these chances, yes, which is an annoyance, but time was marching on, and Rangers really threw next to nothing at us. Really, I mean, Theo
Even though
Lasswell,
they ended the game with like 7 forwards on the pitch, it was ridiculous.
I genuinely forgot that Chermiti came on at half time.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I
It was
looked
wild.
back at the subs today and thought 46 minutes. I don't remember that at all. And
Insane.
admittedly, I did see your brother on the train on the way in, and I wasn't feeling too fresh ahead of ahead of the game on Sunday. um, But as he probably and my mates can testify, because my face was pretty much the same colour as the park, as I stood up in the stands contemplating my choices. But yeah, 74 minutes. Theo Asgard's corners flicked wide by Fernandes. You mentioned it, McIver. 6'4" is the Rangers centre back, but unable to steer his header towards goal here. And then it was just a case of kind of running down the clock, making changes. Great to see Benny Beningame kick a ball for 7 minutes,
Right.
because that just
That was
made my
so
day.
funny. That was the funniest moment where he got the
But
ball, he turned around, he passed 4 yards, and he almost got a standing ovation. It was so funny because
that
that's
was
just
just me.
that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's where we are right now. It's like everybody can do no wrong. It's
Even
great.
even Alan Forrest came off the bench.
Exactly. And folk were like, well then, Al, on you go, son. He did quite well. He ran a ball in the
He
corner.
actually did. He
And it's like
genuinely did.
fair play to him. We've not, interestingly and understandably, we've not spoken about the midfield three. Don't change that, McInnes, because
No.
oh my god, this is amazing. Magnuson,
No,
McEntee, and Devlin just look great.
you're right. Magnuson is really growing on me. It's like he just seems to
He's the
always
new
be
Peter
there.
Haring.
I like McEntee at right back, don't get me wrong, but I think he's even better in the middle of the pitch,
Yep,
just because
he
of
just
that
wins
aerial threat
everything.
that he gives you. Exactly. And he's just as good on the ground as he is in the air.
Yep.
And then you've got the player of the year in Scotland so far this season in Cammy Devlin. I mean, I have ran out of superlatives for that guy. I really have.
And
The three of
some
them are great. I
some
know, but
Celtic folk think he just runs about.
oh, and even Rangers fans, like, I think is it Johnny McFarlane that works for kind of NewsQuest, and
He
he
said
put
that
out
they should get
about
Finlay and
Finlay
Devlin.
and Devlin, and then they're immediately turning their noses up.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they better not bloody bother. I'll be devastated.
But it's just like,
Um,
okay, yes, keep turning your noses up as you did with
yeah,
Shankland. Keep doing that, and we'll
as you've done
keep
with
beating you.
Josh Mulligan and whoever else. You can, I mean, the list is endless, and it's not just Rangers. Celtic do it as well. I mean, you
Yeah.
talk about John McGinn and whoever else. Um, but
Aaron
yes,
Hickey.
and um, yeah, it really is sad, because I obviously adore Benny Beningame. Any long-term listener knows that, but it's hard to make a
The
case
good
for
thing
him
is,
to
though, that
come
it
in.
means we don't need to rush him.
No,
It's just
that's
like, take
true.
as much time as you want, Benny. We're all right.
That is true. Stephen Kingsley came off as well for Jamie
He was
McCartney to come
great.
on. It was really good, and again, obviously had to step up in Harry Milne's absence through suspension. No qualms about that whatsoever. Stephen
No,
Kingsley again back to his best. Kajota makes a wee cameo. Nice to know that he's still involved somehow, coming on for
we
Kizaridis,
Saba.
who deserved the ovation that he got. And Elton Kabangu, I just still have he's in the Steinvender mold for me, where it's just a weird
Same.
soft spot that I
It's
can't
like him.
shake, and just causes chaos. To allow Lauren Shankland to come off. But Daniel McIver, it wasn't quite all rosy in the garden. It was in terms of the result, and I would say most of the performance. But Rangers would grab a consolation on 94 minutes. Stuart Finley's hoof free kick, picked up by Thilo Asgard on the edge of the Rangers box. The Norwegian lumps it long with Frankie Kent caught unawares. Not sure whether to head back
I'm
to
stunned to hear
Swallow
that sentence.
or clear from danger. Under pressure from both Danilo and Yusuf Chermiti, it's the Portuguese that pounces on the centre back's mistake. Slots past the onrushing Alexander Swallow. Thankfully, it's too little too late for Rangers. But conceding to Yusuf Chermiti could be amongst one of the most embarrassing moments of our season. It probably is the most embarrassing moment of our season so far.
I said, I fucking bet you Chermiti will score against us and Frankie Kent will cost us a goal. I just knew it. I knew it was going to happen. What is he doing? He's just being Frankie Kent.
I, I know we've said that Swallow's great, but like even he's not sure what Kent's up to
Yeah, for me,
here.
I understand people being like, oh, what's Swallow doing? For me, I think Swallow's going, well, surely my centre half's got to do something here. Like, come
I,
on.
and I also think confidence. The goalkeeper's confidence is probably dependent on the back four, just as the back four's confidence is dependent on the goalkeeper. It
Yeah.
takes two to tango in that respect. Swallow, I've got no doubt, will just continue his pretty much stellar form. It's only
Yeah.
really the Kilmarnock mistake that you look
Yeah.
back and go, that was a disappointment. But
Some
other
people
than
don't
that,
like the way he moves sometimes, but it's like if that's where we are, he's doing pretty well. If
Yeah,
that's where the conversation is.
I think he's been great.
Same.
But yeah, I do feel for Kent because I thought for the most part of the weekend he was really good.
Yeah.
I say Rangers are toothless, and I do think that has a part to play. But even the pass to Kizaridis to kind of get us up the park for that one that he bends narrowly wide, like it was better from Frankie Kent.
It
But
was. We've just
he's
moved
still got this
past him,
kind of
though.
yeah. There's still this mistake in him, obviously.
But it was funny how not a single Rangers fan celebrated it.
No, they were the least bit arsed.
Yeah. Which just made it really funny. Let's just say it was 2-0. Basically, it felt like 2-0. Everybody treated it like 2-0.
Oh, I mister if it comes back to bite us in goal difference.
Oh, if it does, as I say, Frankie Kent, count down your days, son. But until then, I'll let you off. It's Christmas.
It's very good of you, McIver. Very, very noble of you.
Thanks.
A game where I hope that we're anything but noble is the Edinburgh Derby.
God.
And as Luke Shanley said on Sky Sports before Derek McInnes was teasing him about
Yeah.
it, Hearts have beaten Celtic and Rangers both home and away this season. Now the table toppers have the chance to do so against their most bitter rivals, with Hearts heading to Easter Road on Saturday, the 27th of December, in a 12:30 kick-off in front of the Sky cameras. You mentioned at the top of the show when we went around the grounds that Hibs have won just one of their last 5 Scottish Premiership matches. We should head down Leith Way full of confidence and belief, but does both teams' contrasting form terrify you in any way?
Yes, it's going too well. It's going far, far too well. And the most Hibs thing ever would be they stop it.
There is nothing that they would love more than to try and be the ones to knock us off our perch here.
Yeah. But
what are we thinking?
History shows a clear pattern. When Hearts are doing badly, they often win derbies. When Hearts are doing fine, they often win derbies. And when Hearts are doing well, they always win derbies.
This is the most confident I have ever seen you heading to Easter Road on this show's entire duration.
This is the single most confident I have ever been going to a derby. I simultaneously would not be surprised if we got beat, right? Because I just think that's what happens in derby. You always, it's like it's such a cliche, but it is just like they're so different. But if I take my emotion out of it, you'd be an idiot to bet against us. Like every neutral's going, well, Hearts will win that. That's no bother at all. On to Livingston. I'm going 2-1 Hearts.
I'm going 2-0 Hearts.
I just think we'll concede. If Frankie Kent plays, we'll concede. If Halkett plays, we won't.
Well, the talk is that Halkett will be back.
Yeah, so apparently he is back.
That's a bonus at least. Would the two changes that you make, would you just bring Milne and Halkett back in for that sake? Hart or Kingsley, but I think Kingsley knows his role in the squad.
Yeah, 100%.
He deserves that.
But Kingsley is one where if McInnes persevered with him, I'd be absolutely fine with it.
Absolutely.
I just
do you therefore think that kind of cover for Halkett is therefore a greater need than a right back, like we spoke about earlier? Or do you think that Steinwender can fill in both?
I think Steinwender can fill in both. I just like Steinwender, so I think he can fill in both.
And we both like Borchgrevink as well, who's
I know.
Who's a little bit out of the picture now, just because of how well Steinwender's done in the last trio of games.
We should be able to put out any lineup we've put out this season and win.
If we played our best and they played our best, we win.
Yeah, if we turn up, we win. It's whether or not we turn up, and that is a big thing. It's like what's about to happen now, and I do think it is from now because of that result yesterday as we record, that every game is now the biggest of the season. So if we beat Hibs...
20 cup finals to go.
Yeah, the biggest game of the season is then Livingston. And then if we beat Livingston, the next game of the season is the biggest game. So it just keeps happening. So much was made yesterday in the interviews about mentality. And I do feel like this team has the mentality to just go, we welcome this pressure, bring it on. But they're going, listen, They are going to be baying for a win. It is going to be
Oh, they'll be
who gives a
desperate.
shit about the form they're in. We know what Martin Boyle can do. We know I am not enamored by Kieran Bowie at all. At all. But it would be the most Hibs thing ever for him to finally turn back up and do something. They've got Chaiwa, they've got Cleege, they've got Josh Campbell. They've got players that can do damage if they're on it. But I am just of the opinion that if we turn up, we'll be fine.
I'm just intrigued because you mentioned on our
Who are they
Cleege.
missing? Apparently, they're missing players.
That's what I was going to say because obviously AFCON's on, and when you said Cleege, I thought of Togo qualified, but according to FotMob, the rival app, Rocky Bashiri is missing, Miguel Chaiwa is missing,
Oh,
and
Chai was missing. Okay.
and Jordan Abita is missing, who are away with DR Congo, who's that? Zambia, and is it Uganda? Yeah, Uganda, respectively.
I wish Rocky was playing,
Me too.
but okay, was O'Hara not playing at the weekend or something? Because they brought in that young boy Williams for his debut. And I saw a bunch of people say that O'Hara wasn't even in the squad. He didn't start.
No,
Yeah, he
no,
wasn't
you're
even in
right.
the
Yeah,
squad.
you're right.
So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if it was just he's potentially not fit fully for 2 games, so they prioritise us, which I understand. Um, but if they're having to play like young guys who haven't been getting a lot of game time up against
Don't know.
Kizzy,
Yeah.
Braga,
And maybe haven't been exposed to the derby before.
yeah, exactly. Listen, we've got a lot of guys who have been there, done it, and I just hope that. And I feel like, well, technically everybody has because we won this season, but in terms of continue Easter Road, who have been there, done it. And I feel like guys like Braga and Kizarides don't need told. They just know. They know
No,
how big the derby is.
agreed. And I also think they've got that kind of, not arrogance, but like that self-belief that they know how good they are. They know that they could
Yeah.
potentially win the derby, be the hero, if they're feeling up to it. But that's good. We're both confident
Yeah.
heading into that. But before we go, we've got the end is near quiz. You have a true or false. You've got a bit of a different question this week, which I think
Oh
you'll like. I
God.
think you'll appreciate,
Okay.
because we tend to kind of go down that path anyway. And then you've got a couple that are just standard, potentially multiple choice if you need it, and of course the famous "Who am I?" But we start with the true or false.
I guess it's Dario Zanata. We've definitely done Zanata.
I like how you've just not even bothered to listen to the blurb and just gone with
I
vibes,
just was
just
picking
Christmas
it.
vibes.
Yep, just going for it. We've definitely done Zanata.
I don't know if we have. It's not Dario Zanata.
Okay, we've done Godinho
Yes, we have. Why are we on the
and
Canadian
Kevin
theme?
McKenna.
I'm staying in
You!
Scotland for Christmas. Yeah, no, but it's of no relevance.
It's always relevant when you're here.
Question number one is your true or false, like I say. Before the weekend, Hearts had never beaten Rangers in back-to-back top-tier league meetings in our lifetimes.
True.
Daniel McIver. Sunday's win meant that for the first time since April 1996, Hearts have beaten
Oh!
Rangers in back-to-back league matches. So you are in fact correct.
I thought it was 93.
No, I was quite surprised it was as recent as that as well, but that's still mental, isn't it? Like
Wild.
this is literally an unprecedented time.
Yeah.
12 points out of 12 against the Old Firm.
And we've
Like,
not beat
what
Motherwell or
the
St Mirren
fuck?
yet! For fuck's sake!
We've been held at home by Dundee United and Kilmarnock.
Yeah!
Oh.
Like, it's also the most us season. We could have been like 10 points clear.
Question number two is the different question, but I feel like you appreciate this type of thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 3 lives, but can you name me the Hearts team that last beat Rangers in a match at Tynecastle? For reference, this was the 1-0 Scottish Cup quarter-final victory in the 2019-20 season.
Right.
I can give you the formation because I know that'll help.
Okay, that will help. I can think of a couple immediately.
Yeah, so it's a 4-4-1-1 according to ESPN. That's the only way that I could find it.
Okay, right, okay.
So if it goes wrong, blame Mark
Right.
Donaldson.
I always do anyway. Right. Oh wait, start in 11, not just like players who have played.
No, the starting
Oh,
11
did Lewis Moore start? Lewis Moore,
is one, correct.
Oliver Bazanic.
Is two,
Right.
correct.
That's the two. Did Pereira play in goals then? I think he was playing. Joe Pereira.
You have lost your first life, McIver.
Fuck! Who would have been in goals? We'll come back to that. Craig Halkett, John Suter.
Correct and correct. That's four.
Michael Smith.
Correct. Although he featured in midfield according to ESPN, but you're on five.
What?
I know. Couldn't believe that either.
Ollie Lee.
You have lost your second life, Daniel
What?
McIver.
Shit. Okay. Um. Aaron
Think
Hickey.
carefully now.
Aaron
Aaron
Hickey
Hickey
mentioned
is
him earlier.
correct. So that is on six.
Who's right back then? Who the fuck was right back at this time? How was Ollie Lee no playing? He played fucking every week. Who would have been in Lee's position then? Naismith.
Correct. So that's you on seven. Because you've got the goalkeeper, the right back,
Well, if
the
it's not
centre
Joe
mid,
Pereira, I think it was Colin Dawes, so is it Bobby
and the
Lamal?
striker. Bobby Lamal is correct. So you are on eight. Yeah, because you've got the right back, centre mid, and the striker.
I'm annoyed I've lost 2 lives. So wait, sorry, what do I have to get?
You've got the right back, a centre mid, and a striker.
Naismith wasn't centre mid.
No,
Or was he in the
Naismith
10?
was he was the one in support
Right,
of the other
sorry.
one. That's
Who
okay.
was up front at this point? Uchi's away. Steve McLean is probably away. Trying to get other games around this time and who scored at Easter Road around this. Sean Clare would have been right back.
Correct.
Yes.
So you've got what's that? You've got 9 of the 10 outfielders. You're literally the goal. Oh no, sorry. You've got
I'm missing the
nine,
centre
nine
mid
of
and
the
the
11.
striker.
Yeah, the centre mid and the striker. So you got two outfielders to go.
Who else scored? So Sean Clare scored the penalty Easter Road. Bazanic scored the wonder goal. Who scored the third? I can remember Hickey passing it, but who did he pass to? Was it even the person that scored? He might not have been playing. Right. That's a forward. Who are other centre mids that are playing at this time? Mallory Martin is gone, but he never fucking played. Ewan Henderson might be up front. Can I just be clear? If I get a life wrong, do I then lose, or do I just then have to get it without any lives?
Well, you're on 2 lives, so it's up to you whether you want to gamble.
Who else would it be if it isn't Ewan Henderson? Because Henderson and Moore played a lot. But did like Henderson come on? Would we have? I was fucking there. I was at this game because it was in the second half we scored. But I feel like we had a disallowed goal in the first half. But I think that was Claire. I think Claire like scores for a corner.
I remember nothing about this game bar the goal.
I think Claire scored for a corner, but it was handball. And it was
Morelos
disallowed.
missed it, I think, because was he not some Raj before?
Something like
Like he
that,
was
yeah.
some like disciplinary issue or something, and Gerrard dropped him.
It was something like that. Who was up front for... Right, forget that. Try and think of just forwards for that season. Steve McLean, Stephen Naismith, Ewan Henderson. There must have been somebody else. Jesus, we couldn't have been just playing that. No wonder we were bottom of the fucking league. Who was rubbish for us? Connor Washington. Is it him or...
Correct.
Oh, fuck, yes! I kind of cheated there because I kind of just said it and then was like, do I go with him or Henderson?
No,
Who
that
is
sounded
centre mid?
that sounded decisive like an answer. So
Yeah, that's
I'll
fair.
I'll let you have that. So you've got Bobby Lamal in goal. The back four of Aaron Hickey, John Suter, Craig Halkett, and Sean Clare. Ollie Bozanic on the left-hand side, Lewis Moore on the right.
He nearly said the centre mid, fuck!
With Michael Smith alongside this man in the heart of the midfield and Stephen Naismith supporting Connor Washington. I know, it was the Bozanic thing that threw me off.
I've just remembered he was on Whiting was here as well. I could have said Whiting. Was he here?
Yeah, I think he was.
Oh yeah, he played left wing against Rangers at Hampden under Austin McPhee. Dark times.
Time to be alive.
Who played then? Was there a centre mid then? Ollie Lee played then. I cannot believe Ollie Lee isn't in this 11.
He was probably injured.
That's probably true. Oh yeah, because wasn't it at the start of the championship season he was like coming back for an injury?
I think that's right. Yeah, that does ring a bell.
Oh. Who was bad? Is it a really bad? Is it somebody who was bad?
Maybe.
Oh, I hate you. I'm not even getting... This is all, by the way, for one fucking point. This is ridiculous.
No, because I figured that, like, I left it late to make the quiz, but then I thought this would be quite a good one because we usually go down these rabbit holes.
Yeah, my point is I have to get all 11 for one single point.
You've done well. I'll give you a half.
Oh, thanks.
Look, it's not my fault that you rushed
with
the two guesses.
Is it Andy Irvine? Oh, you fucker, it might be Andy Irvine.
Portobello Pirlo himself.
Fuck. It might be Andy Irvine. Who else could it be? Andy Irvine, Ollie Lee, Ewan Henderson. I'm just saying, Ewan Henderson's just existing in my mind because he was there. Who else? Who played in the pre-season for the championship? Because Irvine was there. Right. I've thought of someone. I think it's Andy Irvine. But if I don't say this person's name and it is, I'll be devastated. So I'm willing to throw away the point for what I imagine is Andy Irvine. But I would love it if the last time we beat Rangers was with a midfield two of Michael Smith and the man that, now I think about it, may have actually scored the disallowed goal. Is it Loic Damour? Please.
Daniel McIver. You loved Loic Damour for all the wrong reasons.
I did. I loved him. He wasn't bad.
And he played in that very match.
What? Why is this my skill? Why is this my one talent on this earth? I can name bad Hearts teams.
Yeah, you're wired up completely wrong.
I have played a lot of Football Manager, okay?
How grim is that team? Bobby Slamal, Aaron Hickey, John Suter, Craig Halkett, Sean Clare, Ollie Bozanic, Loic Damour, Michael Smith, Lewis Moore, Stephen Naismith, Connor Washington. Goodness gracious.
We need to harness this. What can we do with this skill? Can I go travelling with you and you can show me off to people and they can pay to just give me Hearts teams and I guess them all?
Yeah, I can't be a ventriloquist because you're not quite my puppet, but
like,
yeah, something. I don't know.
We'll think of it in the new year.
You need to be on I don't know, they need to make like a football 1% club or something. That's great.
In fairness, in that Football Joe quiz, they have a round that's this.
There you go.
They pick Wigan's FA Cup team and the opposition, and it's like you have to go back and forward to name the team. But I'd be shit in the opposition.
No, maybe we could find like the Scottish equivalent.
Yeah.
We can found it and then we'll just invite people and
yeah.
That's
come up against me. I'm the Hearts chaser.
Park that thought. Yeah, the sinner man over there.
Yeah, that's me.
Question number 3.
The winner man. We're getting all these fucking names. I'll get this shit wrong and it's the equivalent fucking points.
Rangers were unbeaten in 8 league trips to Tynecastle before Sunday's success for the Jambos. How many of those 8 had the Gers won? You've got multiple choice if you need it.
Okay, give me the multiple. My brain said 6. So let's see if 6 is an option.
A, 4. B, 5.
6. I'm going C, 6.
D, 7.
I can think of 2 draws.
2 draws within the 8 is correct, as they did
Oh
win the other
my
6.
God. Get
You've
in.
got
0-0
problems.
opening game and then 3-all.
You're on for five here. You're going
Oh,
to get
I'm
5. I can
worried.
feel
We've never done a back-to-back 5 for 5.
it.
Mainly because you kept letting the side
I was
down.
about to say exactly. Because I mean, hopeless. Question number 4. Before Hearts in 2025-26, who was the last Scottish top tier team to win 4 consecutive league matches against the Old Firm?
Fuck off.
Do you want multiple choice?
Yeah, please.
A. Aberdeen. B.
Could be.
Dundee United. C. Kilmarnock. Or D. Dundee.
Well, my brain went to Motherwell, so they're not an option. Oh, I'm going to go with the very obvious answer and just say in 1993 when they were flying, Aberdeen.
In fact, it was even longer than that, Daniel McIver. From February to September 1985,
Shit.
Dundee won 4
Wow.
consecutive games against the Old Firm. I could not believe that when I read it.
That is mind blowing.
That is insane. Dundee. What right did
Jesus.
Dundee have to win 4 games back to back against the Old Firm? Think how long
Fucking
they went
hell.
without a win against Celtic recently till this season as well. They went like 24 years without a win against Celtic. They used to just batter them all the time.
That is
That's mental, isn't it?
fucking hell. Wow. I would never have got Dundee would never I would have said
Exactly.
all other 3 teams.
Nor mine. Because
Yeah.
my mate
I don't feel
Ewan,
bad about not getting that.
no, my mate Ewan asked me to the football, and I went same as you. I went, well, it must be Aberdeen because they were shit hot in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was like, no, it's dead obscure. And I was like, obscure? I was then thinking that somebody like Kelly or, again, Motherwell. No, Dundee.
That's wild.
What?
Fair
Wild.
play to them.
But fair play to us because we're fucking
They
sick.
were class.
Question number 5.
That should have been the whole podcast. Just us saying that and then saying bye, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Question number 5 is the infamous Who Am
Right.
I? Are you ready?
Come on, let's go.
I broke into one of the biggest clubs in my country's first team aged just 16, after previously being expelled from the youth setup at one of their biggest rivals. It was under the management of a national icon that I was given my chance in the first team, becoming the 3rd youngest player to have represented the club behind 2 compatriots. I was linked with a move to a Premier League giant before signing and staying at the club that gave me my chance in professional football. Hearts were my first overseas club, joining the Jambos after chatting to a teammate before signing, alongside also talking to a cult hero. My debut was certainly impactful, maybe not quite as much as other matches, as was my time at the club, but my stay in Edinburgh was only temporary because the club simply could not afford me and instead moved on to other targets. I retired from football aged just 30, not through injury or anything physical, but instead through mental health related issues. Who am I?
I know who this is. I'm not even going to ask questions.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's Gennaro Zifuk.
Gennaro Zefuk is the correct answer.
Aye.
What a man.
What a
Big
hero.
G. What
Yeah.
a hero. And I thought the Rangers game had to bring him up at some stage. What a guy.
The clue that I had absolutely no idea until you said we couldn't afford to keep him and it was temporary.
Ah! I knew I should have put that in.
I just so vividly remember that that I was heartbroken.
Oh, devastated. I
Because he got
love
like
the big
18
fella.
goals in 16 games or something fucking stupid.
I had to look at his Wikipedia, and obviously that's only league. I think it was 12 and 15 or something.
Like
mad.
it's mad. It's insane. I was there at the Cowan Beast game with a hat trick and everything. Like
Oh, don't fucking remind me.
I
That's
was
the
there.
one home game I missed that season.
That was my
It
third,
it
the
haunts me
only,
for the rest of my life.
like, I went to 3 home games that season. I went to loads of away games that season. I went to 3 home games and that was one of them. The other one, the Nicholson Brabham Derby.
Oh, good times.
And then
That
just a
was good
random
times.
game against, like, somebody shite that we won.
But yes, we then moved on to Wanma after
Yeah.
failing to sign
Who
Big G.
was also good. He just
Oh,
was born
Wanma.
offside. I remember that he retired age 30. His brother played for Hertha.
I didn't know that he'd retired at 30 due to mental health. I'm
Yeah,
sad to read
because
that.
yeah, just like because of his size, a lot of people were
Is his
giving him
brother
so
a
much
right
shit.
back? The one that was
Brother's a
at
right back.
Hertha.
He's played for
Yeah.
not Hoffenheim. Who's it? Herenveen. He's played for
Oh,
Herenveen.
Heerenveen.
I
I
don't know
was going to
why I
say
know
because
so much about the Zfuke family,
no,
but
because
I do.
I think when I watched Hertha, he might have been there. Aye, yeah.
My dad and brother, when they went to Hertha's last game of the season last season, I think he was playing there.
Wild.
Um,
Oh, that's right. Deo Vizio.
yeah,
He's been there since 2020. Loan spells at Blackburn and Hellas Verona, whilst at Hertha. So that's a bit
fair
random.
play.
Um,
Yeah, I just knew like that was the thing when you said that. Everything else didn't really help until the last couple of when they
any
said he
idea who he spoke
retired.
to prior to signing for Hearts?
Was it De Vries?
Mark De Vries was one, yes, the club
Yeah.
hero, and the teammate.
Well, I remember we signed Kenny Anderson just as a friend for Zfuke. That was
It
the
wasn't Kenny
only reason
Anderson.
we signed Kenny Anderson.
It was El Hasnaoui, Soufiane El
Was it El
Hasnaoui. Yeah,
Hasanawi?
yeah. I
Wow.
don't know where they played together before or how, but yeah, according to Wikipedia, that's who he spoke to. I maybe should have read the article rather than just looking at that, but
Fair
there you
play.
have it.
It was Christmas. I wanted to just be like, I'm going to go bold. I think I know who this is. Fuck fanning about with questions.
What a guy like that, and his debut like that scored twice at Dumbarton, missed a pen, could have a hat trick,
Yeah,
and then the hat trick in the Cowdenbeath. I think, yeah, according to his wiki, it became the ninth fastest hat trick in senior football at the time,
yeah. Just wild. Then that big Polish
just
idiot
over 3 minutes.
Lewandowski comes along and scores 5 in 9 minutes or something and ruins it.
Oh, look at
Um,
me!
I've won Ballon d'Or. Well, I should have won a Ballon d'Or, but then
I was
COVID
robbed of a
stopped it.
Ballon
Yeah,
d'Or. Yeah.
exactly. Actually,
Oh,
he's
played for some
literally
of
one
the
of my
biggest
favourite
clubs in
human
the
beings
world.
to ever
Oh.
play football. So actually, I take it all back, Robert. Um, just what a guy. And yeah, that Rangers game is amazing. It just summed up the season.
Oh,
It summed
brilliant.
up the season.
Chaos. Absolute chaos.
But aye. Well, let us know if you got Zfuke and let us know if you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let us know on your podcast platform of choice. It massively helps us out. If you've been watching how festive we are on YouTube, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Perth to Paisley on all the socials, perthtopaisley@gmail.com if you want to fire us over an email. Adam, where can they get you on all the socials?
You can find me on all the socials, rewatching all of Gennaro's Fouts goals from January 2015 onwards, at Kendall's column.
We will hopefully be back next week to give you a post Derby mortem or celebration, whichever one happens. We don't know for certain though yet, so this
Better
might
be
be the
the
last
latter.
one of the year. Regardless, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the support this year. If this is our last episode, this year has been insane in terms of support. It's been an up and down year for Hearts.
I was going to say it's been insane on the park and all.
Yeah,
Jesus.
like I think that's also helped listeners. We've had a lot of new people come in because we were so bad and now we're so good. But I might
Don't
be
get too
saying,
used to either.
exactly. I might be saying all this again next week if we are back. But enjoy Christmas, enjoy Boxing Day, enjoy the Derby, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Happy holidays. Come on, Hearts!